जब तक तुम मेरे साथ हो मुझे मारने वाला पैदा नहीं हुआ मामा।
Hi. So the main thing everybody wants to know is why did Katappa kill the king, his king? And that's what Bahubali 2 is supposed to answer. And does it do that? Yes, it does. You get a pretty good explanation of how things unfold and why does that tragic event occur. I'm here with Ambika. And
hello.
Ambika, what did you think?
I had not seen the first Bahubali actually, so I had no clue what was happening or what was it about.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad seemed pretty excited about the second one releasing actually, but I on the other hand was expecting cheap animation and fake looking stunts. But I was actually surprised when the movie began because the stunts and animation were pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. Of course there were some parts where the stunts were exaggerated, but it was made up for by the humor.
True. I thought the best part of this movie was, and I don't want to give anything away, was this whole courtship between Prabhas and Anushka Shetty. I thought that part was brilliant,
yes.
Especially with Subaraju as one of her brother-in-laws, and he had a good part as well.
Yeah,
Satyaraj was excellent during that portion. And the movie really was, I thought about Prabhas, came into his own, he demonstrated all emotions, did his role beautifully, so it worked, I thought, because he kind of held it together as well.
Yes.
And like I said, I think some of the stunts were exaggerated, too obvious, in some cases a little amateurish as well. However, for the most part, they are spectacular, grand visual spectacle, easily the best for an Indian movie that I've ever seen on screen so far. Whether it's Bollywood, Tollywood, Collywood, you know, it doesn't really matter. And I thought some of the characters didn't really get an opportunity to shine. So for example, Tamanna has a kind of a blink and you miss it role in this time. I thought Ramya, basically just, she's the Rajmata, she's basically got big eyes, that's it, and all she does is, and you know, that's pretty much the only emotion that is displayed. Anything that you thought didn't work for you?
One thing I really hate in movies is when they show the women in the movie all strong and independent in the beginning, but once they fall in love, they become those dainty little girls who can't stand up for themselves. I really don't like that. They are, just because they're women doesn't mean they can't fight or anything, right?
That's true, or stand up for themselves. In this case, this woman did in a way stand up.
Yeah, but
what I thought though was sadder at a bigger level is the kind of little petty insecurities, the egos, which were portrayed quite accurately, and that's kind of what brings great kingdoms down.
Yeah.
I mean, just an inability to think beyond self and look at the bigger picture, and there you have a prosperous kingdom going through kind of 5 years of sadness, you know.
Yeah.
And I thought that was more an accurate reflection of the way things do go down in India.
Yes.
And our history kind of demonstrates that. So that was pretty well captured. There is an overall loudness to the film. It's very South Indian sensibility in that sense, where the music is extremely loud, very good, very stirring.
Very good,
M.M. Cream deserves all the plaudits for it.
I came back with a serious
loud
headache.
And it does go on for a while. The movie, it's 167 minutes. It has that little Hindi serial effect feel too, where you know a lot of time is devoted on the reactions of the people, and when someone does something, it's like then the music, and it has that, all of that. End of the day, it's still extremely enjoyable, and kudos to the team. I think praise where praise is due for coming up with several novel kind of concepts, and they did that throughout the film. where, for example, right in the beginning, there's a stunt involving an elephant and a bow and an arrow, and that was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
During the courtship, there's some gorgeous effects with clouds and this kind of cloud art happening. There's a lot to look out for. Visually, like I said, it's a really rich tapestry, and therefore I think everyone should go and watch it and support this quite magnificent endeavor from an Indian film industry.
They've put some very clever parts in the, like if you actually think about it, it makes so much sense, and I really liked how they added little effects in the middle. It was really cool.
Even the end, there's, I thought, some special significance, and especially if you liked Ozymandias, that famous poem, there's bits of that too. Now, rating?
7.
7. Father-daughter teams agrees yet again, because I think it's a 7 too. Perhaps they could have cut it down a little bit. Perhaps they could have added some more layers to the other characters. I think Rana Daggubati, for example, didn't really get to shine in this film as he did in the first one. And like I said, some of the other characters played very unidimensional roles. The people who are really good and to watch out for are Anushka, Prabhas and Satyaraj, who is really the Rock of Gibraltar in the film as well. So, excellent one. Please do go and watch it.
Please watch it.
Now, I want to introduce two works of art very dear to me, made by a person whom now I can call a very dear friend, which is Vijay Biswal. Vijay Biswal is one of the humblest people I know, from really humble origins, completely self-taught, now famous the world over for his railway platforms, the wet railway platforms in fact. And when I called upon him to try and get something for 18 plus duets, he came up with two kind of mythological works of art, especially for that book and the book launch. One is Rambha, and mythological character, beautifully done, lots of intricate detailing even though it's just a watercolor. There's some snakes, etc., water leaves. And the other one is a woman very sensually riding a horse. Both are beautiful. That one's for ₹60,000, this one's 40,000. Given Vijay Biswal's trajectory, they're a steal and a bloody good investment at this point in time. I felt that kind of went with this period mythological drama that we had just come out of. Hope you enjoy them. I'm sure you will enjoy Bahubali.
Yes, definitely.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Thanks.